people listening to us. Did you know that if you can invest and get 18% interest compounded quarterly, and you are willing to increase your monthly contribution by 15%, by 10% every year?
Okay.
So every year you increase it by 10%. And you are 25 years and you start with 100 cedis every month. Yeah. By the time you are 55, in 30 years' time, you would have 2.4 million cedis. Wow. If you were 30, the same 100 cedis, you're looking at 2.4 million by age 60. If you were doing 200 cedis, you are 25. By age 55, you're looking at 4.9 million. If you are 25, you're doing 500 cedis every month. By age 55, you're looking at 12.4 million. For our young executives who are, because I know a number of young executives follow us on this program, if you are 35 and you are doing 1,000, the same background, you're increasing it by 10% every year. We're doing 18% compounded quarterly. By the time you are 60 years, 35, by the time you are 60, you're looking at 9.8 million cedis. Did you know that most of the things we buy and we call assets are really liabilities? And I would ask that important question again. And COVID has brought that question into perspective. Okay. If you lost your job today, how many months can you survive without salary? And COVID has taught us that there is nothing like a job for life.
It's doable.
Anything can happen anytime. A rich man once said, if you took all the money in the world and divided it equally among everybody, it will soon be back in the same pocket it was before. Kiyosaki says money is one form of power, but what is even more powerful is financial education. Money comes and money goes, but if you have the education about how money works, you gain power over it and you can begin building wealth. You see, traditionally the thinking has been go to school, get a good education, find a degree, you by all means find a good job, you work till you are 60, you get a good pension, you go and relax. That is the traditional way of thinking. But DJ, it doesn't work in the year 2021. It doesn't work in our generation. In our generation, there must be a new way of thinking, a radical way of thinking. What is a new way of thinking? You got to understand money. How money works. You got to understand money. Number two, you need to learn to save. You need to learn to save. When I talk about savings here, what am I talking about? Savings here simply means deferred consumption, money not spent. But you see, it's not enough to save money. Because don't forget we were mentioning the 2.4 million, and it looked interesting. But in 25 years' time, the value will not be the same as the value today. So if you saved money and you had 10,000 Ghana cedis and you kept it for 2 years, you still have 10,000 Ghana cedis, but the purchasing power would have gone down. So we are saying that beyond savings, invest, commit that money into some kind of financial asset or into some business that will bring you back some money. It's important to do that. And the reason why you are investing is you want to be financially independent. You want to get to that point where without the salary, you can still live the life you want to live because you have investment generating returns higher than how much you need for your desired lifestyle. It's that simple. And at that point in time, the other day, I made a statement and we laughed over it, that when you are financially independent, nobody can threaten you.
True.
When they threaten you, also threaten them.
Yes, you know what you are standing.
You know where you say, look, boss, if you do this again, I'll resign. And I mean it.
I will resign.
I will resign. Wow. And I mean it. Because you know exactly that. Look, poverty. Can create serious challenges for us. Somebody sent something to me yesterday. Let me look for it quickly, and you can laugh over it. She said it was a lady. She said, having money also boosts your immune system. It is called vitamin M.
Vitamin M. We need that vitamin M.
Wow. And somebody sent it to me, and I couldn't help laughing over it. But the point is that money is important.
It is.
You know, so My favorite scripture in the Bible is Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we imagine.
Yeah.
We imagine.
Yeah.
Imagination is important in this discussion.
Yeah.
Look, Pastor Mensa Otabel says nobody can imprison the power of your imagination. You can be in prison and you can still dream
and be imagining things
and be somewhere. So you can be listening to us. You may be living in a single room. You may be in that hostel struggling, but you can imagine that you would be the next Dangote for Ghana. You can imagine that you would become financially independent. You got to be able to imagine, and that it connects to the statement you made earlier on. The law of first creation. Everything is created twice. First mentally and second physically. Without the first creation, you cannot have the second creation, and your financial future would be created twice. First mentally and the second physically. Without the first creation, you cannot have the second creation.
It's not possible.
So where do we start from? So it's important that you take a decision that I want to become financially independent. Okay. That decision, you see, the point is that if you don't make the decision that I want to become financially independent, poverty is likely to be the default.
Yeah.
I love prayer. I believe in fasting and all that, but it's not enough to pray and fast. You can pray and fast and still die of hunger.
Yeah, easily.
Else, the prayer warriors would have been the richest people in the world.
Easily.
So we are saying that, look, we believe in God. Pray hard and all that. But you got to understand how money works. It's as simple as that. Because who said money is not important?
Who lied to you?
Money is very important. It's very... Look, money gives you the ability to do more things. More things means more things. And it means more things. And it simply means more things. When it comes to education, when it comes to whatever you can think about, money does more things. It provides vitamin M.
Which you need, which is very important.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, this life is not all about money. So look, if the only thing you think about is money, if money, you bring money first before every other thing, then you are indeed very poor. Because this money is important, but the life is not all about money, and it's important to bring it into context. And I'll talk about the balance you need to have towards the end of the conversation. I don't remember if I shared with you in 2009 when I had to share with some young people in a camp. I spoke to them on the subject matter, see you at the top. I finish, a young lady comes to me and says, "Sir, I want to be your friend." Young teenager. I said, "No problem." She says, "Look, can I have your number?" I said, "No problem." She says, "I am in secondary school. I feel so inspired based on what you have shared with us that watch out for me, I'll make 8A1s."
Yes, you did.
I said, "No problem." She made 8A1s. What do you want to be? "I want to be a doctor." Buys a form to the university. Admission comes. Her name is not on the admission list. Let's go check. We are told if she's willing to be a fee-paying student, she will be admitted. But this young lady is the first daughter of a single mother of 4. Anytime I remember that young lady, one statement comes to mind, and listeners should forgive me for the statement I'm going to make. But you see, DJ, poverty can make nonsense of intelligence.
Wow.
Poverty can make nonsense of intelligence. This young lady was home and school was reopening.
And she was home.
She made 8A1s.
She's intelligent.
But, and how much was the school fees? 3,000 cedis. So I had to pull all the strings. I had to activate my network. And you know what, DJ, we managed to put her in school.
Yeah.
Today, as I'm talking to you now, she's a medical doctor. She got married this year.
Wow. She's a medical doctor now.
She's a medical doctor now. She's a medical doctor now. So my point is that money is important. It can make nonsense of intelligence. So look, and we need to respect people who sometimes we think have not done well with their lives. You may find somebody selling on the streets. You may find somebody being a security man. But that is a potential doctor. That is a potential engineer.
Have easily been.
Exactly. Just that they didn't have the opportunity. Who said money is not important? So where I want us to start a conversation from is that you need to make that decision that I want to become financially independent. Okay. It doesn't matter where you find yourself today. And 3 things will hinder you from taking off.
Okay.
1, procrastination. Last year we were here. I remember that short video from our interview that was all over. People listening to us, if you did nothing, you will still be where you were last year. I asked this question the other day, that if there are 3 birds on the wall and 2 decide to, I was in a presentation and I asked,
just popped it up.
That if there are 3 birds on the wall and 2 decide to fly, how many will be left? And 1 will be left. I mean, almost everybody said 1 will be left. But there are 3 birds on the wall. 2 decide to fly. Yeah. They are still on the wall. It's just a decision. Yeah. It's not enough to make a decision. Yes. So you make a decision, you need to act.
You're still stuck.
If you procrastinate, nothing is going to happen. Number 2 is excuses. You can always find an excuse why you cannot do it.
An excuse for everything, eh?
Yes. An excuse number 1 is the salary is not enough. As long as you have an excuse, nothing is going to happen. And number 3 is blame. Where you think that this person should have helped me, this person should have been supportive. My parents did not help me. My father wasn't supportive. I didn't go to the university. My uncle promised me and disappointed me. My boyfriend disappointed me. My girlfriend disappointed me. As long as you continue to blame somebody else, you are not able to take responsibility and act the way you're supposed to act.
Okay.
So we got to deal with these 3 self-imposed limitations. Procrastination, excuses, and then blame. So that is what I want us to start from. Now, how do you find the money to invest? We want to start right this year and want to invest right. How do you find the money to invest? There are a number of things I can discuss this the next 2 hours, but let me touch on about 3 things quickly. 3 things you can do to find the money to invest. Okay. The first thing I want to share is everybody needs to learn to pay himself or herself. Learn to pay yourself. Yes. What do I mean? So a number of us start work, we make money, all right, but look at what happens. We make the money only to redistribute. So money comes in.
Agents.
Center of this redistribution. You become like central government.
That's so. Just, you go here, you go here.
Wow. So the salary hits your account on the 24th, 28th, 30th, whatever date, and then you start. Landlord, electricity, you pay that bill, you buy your credit, you buy your data, and then what? Everything is gone. And once everything is gone, you encourage yourself and you look forward to the next payday, especially those on salary, because salary will always come. Let me make an important statement here. One of the dangers in life is when you know you'll be paid at the end of the month.
So you become expectant, you're just waiting.
Because you spend money knowing that in the worst case, salary will come in at the end of the month. Yeah. So it's a danger in life when you know you will be paid at the end of the month. So I am saying that you got to learn to pay yourself. And people will tell you that, oh, you don't understand what you're talking about. The salary is already not enough. Yeah. It is not true. It's a culture, it's a habit you need to cultivate. You see, there is a law called the Parkinson Law. The Parkinson Law will explain why most people will retire poor after earning substantial income through their working years. The Parkinson Law states that no matter how much people earn, they will always adjust their lifestyle to match their salary.
Now they have 1 car, now they have 2 cars.
They have now 2 cars. In fact, when they start, they don't have a car. They are struggling with Trotsky. They are okay with the Trotsky. Once they start making some good money, they jump to Uber.
Yeah.
And very soon they buy their own small car. And then they move from the small car to a bigger one. And now they have a second car. Yeah. And now they have a third car. And you see, previously they used to go to Bend Down Boutique.
Now?
Saturday dawn, sharp. First selection. First selection. Once they start making money.
Not my level.
Yeah. Levels don't change. And very soon they are shopping in Dubai.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. I see it all around.
Exactly.
It's a thing.
Look, I had a session with the church. Yeah. I asked how many of you are not investing because your salary is not enough? Guess what? All the hands went up. So I did a follow-up. How many of you believe that if your salary is doubled from today, it's going to be enough and now you can invest? All the hands went up. So I quickly picked 10 individuals at random. Step out. I gave them pieces of paper. Write your current salary for me. They wrote it. The lowest income earner among the 10 was on a salary of 350 cedis a month.
Okay.
For some reason, this person believes that if the 350 is doubled to 700, it's going to be enough, and now he or she can invest. But right among the 10 of them, there was one on a salary of 11,000 cedis.
Wow.
Right among the 10 of them, the highest income earner was on a salary of 20,000 cedis. So the guy earning 350 cedis says it's not enough. The guy earning 20,000 Ghana cedis says it's not enough. It's psychological. It's mental. Because as the salary is increasing, there are young people who buy a perfume,
yes,
for 1,500 cedis, for 2,000.
And it's regular.
Yeah.
It's normal. Tell my perfume finish, then they reinvest the perfume.
So the salary is never going to be enough until you learn to pay yourself. What do I mean by paying yourself? I am saying that, look, if you are somebody who believes in tithing, you can pay your tithe of 10%. If you don't, you can still give 10% to society. But I recommend that 20% of your income, whether you are salaried employee or self-employed or whatever, 20% of what you call your income should go into investment. Wow. Anybody who can invest 20% of your income, your salary, I give you some 10, 15 years, you will be financially independent. 20% minimum. Where did I get the 20% from? I got the 20% from the advice Joseph gave to Pharaoh, that when the time of harvest comes, if we can put 1 foot away, look, it doesn't matter how challenging the future may be, we're going to be fine. And I am recommending strongly the 20%. Then the 70% can be for all other things. You will not die if you invest 20%.
Won't die.
Look, it doesn't matter how low you think your salary is. Somebody earns less than your salary.
Wow, 20,350.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how low you think your salary is. Somebody earns less than your salary. So I recommend the 10, 20, 70 principle. Okay. 10, 20, 70 principle.
10,
20
or to society,
to society or donation or whatever. 20% for your good self into your future, and the 70% for all other things.
You can do your redistribution at that point.
At that point, and invest all windfalls.
Okay.
A windfall is any money you haven't budgeted to receive, because you would have lived your life without that money.
It was
you had not budgeted for it. You see, the accounts have a proverb that goes like this. They say, "Onyanseni no di kosia obodompewo." Onyanseni ina odi kosia obodompewo. For the benefit of our listeners who may not understand the local language, it says only the wise bite bones out of eggs. Wow. Money is like an egg. You see, if you are giving fresh egg this morning, fresh egg, you can get your nice omelette. And you would be fine. If you get your nice omelette and you get your this way, this way you will be fine. But the same egg could be given to a chicken. It could be given to a hen. It hatches into a chicken. That chicken will grow up one day, and as you prepare your soup or your stew or whatever with that chicken, and you are biting the bone out of the thigh, what you are effectively doing is you are biting bones out of your egg. So the account says only the wise bite bones out of eggs. You see, within every income there is food and there is seed. Within every income, there is food and there is seed. Just like in most fruits, you would find seed and food. The food is for consumption, and the seed is for sowing. It's for investment. The pathetic story for most of us is that we consume both the food and the seed found in our income. And it's important to say that a man or a woman's wealth is dependent not only on the income he or she receives from a single source, but also on his or her ability to convert his or her income into streams of continuous income. So you got to learn to pay yourself. So second thing, how do you find the money? No, the second way to find the money is to watch spending habit. Watch spending habit. Anytime you are spending money, ask yourself, do I really need this? If I don't buy this, what will happen? Look, there are young people who have clothing, who have boots they haven't used the last year, but who are still buying more.
Yeah.
We have perfume we haven't used, but we are still buying more. You got to watch your spending habit, because that is what will give you the space to find the 20% to invest. Almost every expenditure could be cut down between 1 and 70%. Almost every expenditure could be cut down between 1 and then 70%. I did a show last year somewhere, and one of the guys in the studio after the show came to me. No, what you are saying is not possible. It's not possible.
You don't understand my situation.
You don't understand my situation. But this guy was spending an average of about 30 cedis on lunch.
Okay.
Every day, 30 cedis on lunch.
Yeah.
So he goes back, reflects, and then he discusses with one of his colleagues. And I'm talking about one of the radio stations. Yeah. And his colleague says, no, the things Paul said, we have been listening to him. So you can't be spending 30 cedis on lunch every day. There is some place around the corner. We will take you there.
Yeah.
They took him there, a good lunch for 6 cedis.
Yeah.
But somebody else is spending 120, 150 cedis on lunch.
Every single day.
Every single day. You see, your salary must dictate what you eat, not your appetite.
That's another one to laugh about. But honestly, your salary must decide what you take, what you eat, not
yes,
your appetite.
Yes, it must dictate what you eat, not your appetite.
Yeah.
There is a salary level you can do all the top class restaurants in town, and you'll be fine. But there is a salary level you can also do kuku with Kofi,
and you'll be fine.
You will be fine. In fact, there is a salary level you don't even do breakfast. In the morning, you pretend as if you are fasting. I'm not fasting.
Till 11, 12.
You know it. Till 11, 12, then you look for something heavy.
Give it for them.
You get some yokogari, some eba with enough water, gobe with enough water on the side, or you get some kenke with 2 sachets of water. It is called branch.
It takes you till dinner.
You deal with breakfast and lunch
at the same time,
and you have energy. It takes you till dinner. You will be fine. So look, you are not in competition with anybody.
Yeah, that's most important.
If you want to take this conversation serious, you got to declare personal independence.
Yeah.
And note that you are not in competition with anybody. You don't dress for anybody.
No, you don't.
You dress for yourself. You set goals for yourself and say, look, I want to do better in 2021 than I did the year 2020.
Yeah.
So you got to watch spending habit. If you are not very disciplined, there are some shops you don't enter.
Yes.
When you are walking in town and the shop is on your left, you shout yourself, eyes right.
I'm blind. That's my blind spot now. I can't see on the left.
I can't see it.
On my left.
But you know what? If you understand the conversation we're having this morning, in a few years' time, you will go into this shop with your driver.
Yes.
And you'll pick what you want. Yeah. And you will pay for it. Yeah. Don't be in competition with anybody.
Feel it.
And you won't feel it. And don't be ahead of yourself. Yeah. Because life is not a competition. Life is not a competition.
Personal independence.
Personal independence. You got to declare that independence. When it comes to spending habit, there are a number of forms this morning. leftover food have been thrown into the bin. These are simple things we take for granted. As we talk in a number of homes, lights are on, the fan is on, the TV is on, the air conditioning is on. That is money going down the drain. So let's watch spending habit. Anytime you are spending money, you ask yourself, do I really need to spend money on this thing? Don't live the impression mentality. You don't live your life to impress anybody. The number of young people, they are living the impression mentality rather than the future mentality. It makes you, when you live the impression mentality, it makes you live a lie rather than a life. Lifestyle changes are important in the conversation. So today you need to ask yourself, what can I do differently? What can I cut out? So that I will don't forget, we're talking about how to find the money to invest. Because of the constraint of time, let me say that it's also important to learn to use a budget. So you need to have a budget every month. How much is my income? How much? And I have a friend, I love this guy so much, because there are a number of times issues will come up and he will tell you, it's not in my budget. That's it. And it's not in my budget. It's as simple as that. You got to learn to use a budget. It's important to position your source of income. You see, there are basically 4 sources of income: employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. The worst among the 4 is employee. The worst among the 4 is employee. So if you are an employee, you got to think about, what else can I do to make money? What else can I do to increase my inflow, my sources of income? Because the mentality of multiple streams of income is very important in this conversation towards financial independence, in this conversations towards starting right and investing into your future. So think about what else you can do, because money is irrational. Money will not come to you because you are a graduate. Money will come to you if you act. I have a friend who master's degree from the UK. We go for a board meeting one day. He says, Paul, today you see me in suit and tie. Tomorrow, if you find me, you look for me, you will not find me in suit and tie. So where will I find you? He said, you would find me in my farm feeding my pigs, because I own a piggery. But the money that comes from the pigs does not smell funny.
No, it's not dirty.
It's not dirty.
Clean money.
It's the pigs that are dirty. The money is not dirty. So you got to think about what else you can do. Multiple streams of income. You are a teacher. You are closing at 2 p.m. What do you do with the rest of the day? I know a guy who is a banker, but who is also a DJ.
Wow.
There is a guy who came to one of my seminars several years ago, who is a medical doctor. Today he's added photography to medicine.
MD photo.
Exactly. So he's a medical doctor who is into photography. When it comes to making money, there is nothing like this is too low for my level. As long as it's not illegal, it's not against the law. Look, you got to roll up your sleeves and get yourself a little dirty.
Jump in the gutter.
Jump into the gutters.
Pick up that money.
And make the money. You go to Abosoka, you find these guys who are dirty, but these guys are millionaires.
They have money. No, they have a lot.
So the point I am making is, think about what else you can do to make money. COVID has taught us that we can do a number of things online. If you have a phone, it's enough to run a business. Your salary must not be equal to your income. Your salary must be one source of income.
Wow.
Let me repeat that. Your salary must not be equal to your income. Your salary must be one source of income. There is nothing wrong with being an employee, but after today, there is everything wrong with limiting your income to salary, because they are 2 different things. Salary must be one source of income. What do you do with the money you have saved and invest? Convert the money into a money machine. Let the money go and then work for you. So now I will touch on the investment. So let that money, we've been talking about the habits you need to change to find the money. Now invest. convert that money into a money machine, an automatic money machine. And I love investment because when you invest, nobody sees what you've done. It's so quiet, but your money works and it generates money. I have clients who are millionaires. They're working quietly.
No noise.
No noise. And the lady at the front desk doesn't even know that the man is a millionaire. He comes to the office quietly, Paul. Can you give me some 100,000 to go and chop?
That conversation. Can we give me some 100,000 to go and chop? Just like that. Simple. Because it's there.
Because it's there. So now you need to let the money work for you. And money is powerful. Because when your money is working for you, have you ever heard anybody who bought treasury bills and the person was told a certain day was a holiday, so you don't get interest on the holiday? No.
Every day.
Every day. Time. Yes. When you invest.
No off days.
No off days. Money does not go on funeral.
As far as the sun rises and
money cannot be hit with malaria.
How?
In fact, money can work harder than us. There is a limit to, just to a point you are tired.
Yeah.
But money cannot be tired.
Yeah.
It can, and money can move anywhere and make money for you. So your money got to work for you, and that is investment. You got to create that money machine. Where do you invest? Treasury bills, mutual funds, unit trust. Of course, the biggest is the EDC fixed income fund, which is 1.9 billion cedis at the moment. And all you need is 50 cedis. You have your passport picture, you have a national ID, minimum of 50 cedis today.
You can start investing. 50 cedis, your passport picture,
national ID, digital address.
You're good.
You are good to go. You enter an Eco
It can be done today.
It can be done
right now.
You say, I listen to YFM.
Yes.
I want to start making money. Sign me on. I have 50 cedis minimum, and you can start. It's as simple as that. So your money must work for you.
And that's the 50 cedis you have that you use for Uber, go in and go out. So you can just sit at home one day and you're good. You can do
exactly my point. You remember that statement? Salary is the medicine for managing poverty.
Yes.
It does not cure it.
No, just
only small. Investment or a business creates cures poverty. But not all of us can run a business, but everybody can invest.
True.
Start investing now.
No. You need to money. Salary
is the medicine for managing poverty. It does not cure it. Only a business or an investment cures poverty. But not all of us can run a business, but everybody can invest. Start investing now. Because if you don't find a way to make your money work for you whilst you are asleep, you will keep working when you have to sleep.
True.
The time you have to be sleeping, you will be working.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to me right now, I have the MD of EDC Investments. You've been hearing them on our show every single day. This morning, he decided to bless us with his presence, and we're so excited. There's so much that's been on the list right here. I just want to tell you one thing, which is very important. Walk into any EcoBank branch today. Tell them you're ready to invest. You have a minimum of 50 cedis. If you have more, the better. And you go with a national ID card. You can go with, passport pictures and your digital address as well. Those are the basic things you need. I think decision making. You make a decision and then you act on the decision.
It's as simple as that.
Yes. So you've heard all these things. You're gingered up. You're feeling it. Don't wait. Make a move. I think that's what you should do as soon as possible.
But it's important to also state, because we want to talk about investing, right?
Okay.
We have some little time.
Yeah, some extra.
Okay. So you need to understand the concept of risk and returns.
Okay.
Whenever you are investing, there is a relationship between the risk and returns. Where the returns is high, the risk would also be high. So if somebody is telling you that invest, I'll get you 10% a month, 15% a month, you need to ask yourself, at what risk?
Yes.
Because there is a relationship between risk and returns. And you see, it's very difficult to make money, but you can easily lose it. So don't fall for you can't make money overnight. You can't become a millionaire overnight. You need time. I would normally say that minimum 5 years, maximum 25 years, everybody can make a fortune. You will get there. Just that you won't get there overnight. You got to build up little by little. So the concept of risk and returns is very important. And for my young friends, launch Operation 1 Million this year. In the year 2021. What is Operation 1 Million? Operation 1 Million is simply the fact that everybody listening to us can make at least 1 million Ghana cedis in your lifetime. At least $1 million Ghana cedis. At least. If we use the 18% we used earlier on, compounded quarterly, can you imagine anybody listening to us who can do 150 cedis every month? 150 every month within 27 years, 1.1 million. 300 every month within 23 years, 1.1 million. 600 every month within 19 years, 1 million. 1,000 every month within 16 years, 1 million. 1,005 every month within 14 years, 1 million. 3,000 every month within 11 years, 1.1 million. 6,000 every month within 8 years, 1.2 million. Everybody will find his or her level somewhere.
You are there. It's starting from what? Like 150.
150. You will find your level.
Your level
somewhere.
is there. You can do it. It's doable.
Yes. But a lot of people will tell you, I did something with the church. So how many can do 150 every month? The whole church, 300 a month. So as the amount is increasing, the number of hands
decreases.
It decreases. So we get to 3,000, it's only one woman.
Yeah.
6,000, the same woman. So I walked to the woman, I said that, look, you are a very powerful woman. You can do 3,000 a month. You can do 6,000 a month. She says, so me, I was only lifting my hand by faith.
No, she's a powerful woman.
So you can imagine 150, small, but you get to $1 million.
You will.
Don't tell me that the 20 years and the 15 years, Charlie, it be far. Don't tell me that. I'm sure everybody listening to us knows President Kofi. I want to remind you that President Kofi became the president of Ghana the year 2000. We are in 2021. That is 21 years ago, or if you want, 20 years ago.
Look at that. And you remember it.
Exactly.
You remember
I
it.
remember
So
that.
imagine.
Yes, I voted in that election. I remember it so well. So don't tell me that 15 years, 20 years is far. And it's the reason why a lot of young people are cutting corners, because mentally they've not programmed themselves to believe that I'll build up little by little, but I will get there.
Yeah, we want it now.
We want it now.
Yeah.
It does not happen that way. You cannot have it now. Yeah. And when you're building up little by little, you use what we call the concept of compounding.
Yeah.
You make interest, you allow the interest to make interest, and all the interest makes interest, and your money just keeps growing like that. Little by little, the money keeps growing.
I wanna quickly understand this. So there's a 10, 20, 70 rule.
Yeah.
So the 10 is, your tithe or what you give to society, blah blah blah. Then the 20% is what you pay yourself with.
Yeah.
Then the 70% you do your redistribution. So this 20%, is that what we're investing?
That is what we are investing, but it's minimum of 20%.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a young person living with your parents, you are not paying rent.
Yeah, you're not paying electricity.
You should assume that you are an adult, you are working, so you should have been doing all this.
Something.
So allocate the rent and the other things into investment.
Yeah.
A gentleman came to my office beginning of the year, says, I've been following you the last 5 years. Paul, believe you me, since I started following you, I've never spent more than 40% of my income.
So 60% is...
Yeah.
Is it not more than?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is impressive. This is way too impressive. If you just joined us, a lot of people are saying thank you to me. I did some massive BCs this morning, telling everybody that tune into YFM now. I'm about to host Mr. Paul Kofi Mante, and believe me, I said just tune in and thank me later. A lot of people are thanking me. I see all the emojis that are being sent to me. Thank you so much to all of you. Big ups going out to all of you for coming out. We're just gonna continue this for a minute. I'm very interested in what EDC Investments is doing with young people. So today we can walk into EcoBank and actually set up an account today, and then that's it. So when we start with a minimum of 50 cedis, what this means is that every month we have to at least put a 50 there.
I encourage you. If you want, put a standing order on your account.
Yeah.
So you know that you what you are doing is you are automating your investment.
Yeah.
You know that at the end of every month, Charlie, some money will go into investment.
You don't have to.
It can be 100 cedis. Yeah. It can be 50 cedis. It can be 200 cedis. But automatically that money moves into your investment, and you will not die. Believe you me, you will not die.
You were earning lower than that. You didn't die.
You didn't die. Ask yourself, how can people take bank loans?
Yeah.
And they are paying over 2 years, over 3 years. So money is deducted out of their salary every month for 2 years, 3 years. They survive through the period. But when they do the last payment, now they change their lifestyle
to full gear. Nice
full gear. And now they will spend whatever they were spending before plus what was being deducted, and they will still tell you the salary is not enough. So I encourage you, those who would need additional information, you can also call our contact center. Yeah. You can call our contact center 0302 634165, or you can call.
Let's give that number again: 0302
63 4165. And let me give a second number that is both a WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So you can WhatsApp or you can call this second number 05952 35065. 05952350065. You can WhatsApp or you can call this number.
So you can call 0302634165.
Yes.
Or you can call you can WhatsApp or call 05952350065.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today have a chat and get this started. I'm really excited about this. I'm really super excited about this. If anybody out there is feeling as excited I am, I think what we should all do today is we should make a move.
Yeah.
As soon as possible. I mean, look, it's end of month. You're getting paid around this time. So the earlier you do this, the better.
2012, I did something for a company.
Okay.
And one guy came to the office. He said, Paul, are you sure this thing works? I said, yes. At that time, I had written my first book. He took a copy, read it, came back. We did a plan.
Yeah.
I met with him September last year to review his finances.
2012.
Guess how much he had built investment? Just guess.
I won't be able to.
1.8 million cedis.
Wow.
I met him in 2012. He says, Paul, my sleeping pattern has changed.
Wow.
I sleep better.
Oh, what? Money does that.
Vitamin M.
1.8 million.
1.8 million.
And I'm guessing he's a young person.
Well, he's 40.
Yes.
46 at the moment.
So I mean, we're in Ghana. He's young.
Yeah. 1.8 million and still building up. But you see, the beautiful thing about the power of compounding I was talking about is that this 1.8 million, this guy has committed to adding to this investment every month too. But you see, without even adding anything, this 1.8 million is still going to give him something very decent at the end of every year. 1.8 million. Let me use my 18% on the 1.8 million without adding anything. This guy is making interest of 324,000 every year.
300.
Yeah. Divide that by 12. He's making interest of 27,000 every month. Even without adding anything.
If he just let the money rest.
Yes. And says, look, I'll blow whatever money I am making. Yeah. This guy is still making 1.8 million. You use the 18%. We're looking at 324,000 a year. Divided by 12 months, you're looking at 27,000 a month. But the EDC fixed income fund has done up over 20% over the last 8 years or so.
So it's more than the 18.
Exactly.
I know you've done a lot of engagements. You're speaking to people. I've seen flyers, but I think we need to do this more often. In relation to YFM, I know we're doing this every single day, but I don't know.
We are doing a lot. We're doing a lot, and believe you me, 2021 will be available to support you, to partner with you, to do a lot more. Because, like I said, we are not just making profit.
Sure.
It's about changing lives. Yeah. We cannot tell how many lives we are touching this morning. Yeah. And most of them will not even come back to us to tell us, I made my first $1 million because I listened to that show.
Yeah.
So we are available to partner with you to make sure that we are changing our society, to make sure that we are touching lives and we are making lives better.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined me in the studio and you're wondering what is happening on YFM, yes, you are very right. We're impacting lives this morning. Yeah. That's what this is about. And I'm super excited to have Mr. Paul Kofi Mante joining me in the studio again. He was here last year. It was mind-blowing for a lot of us. And we want to have stories and testimonies in the future. So let's not just listen and feel feel, super excited for a few minutes. Let's make moves. For me, it's really is about making moves at this point. And I know that everybody that's listening to me that has the ability to take Uber, buy ice cream, buy data on your phone every single time, you can invest. Because even that's an investment. If they were to wake up one day and tell you how much money you've spent on credit and data, you would say, oh my days.
But you see, it's only in our part of the world that when you are 18 years, people still call you small boy, small girl. When we need I met a couple in China who have run a business together who have a small girl. A couple. The man was 23 years. The wife was 21 years. Wow. So it's only so you can start that business even if you're a student. Be a student who is making money. Be a student who is an entrepreneur. Be a student who is a DJ, a student who is an MC, a student who has some small business on the side, and you are running something. You have a photocopy center on the side. You have a laundry on the side. You do something. You have to do something.
You know what I think we should do at this point? I think a lot of people are, energized to do something. So I want to quickly find out from you what investment products is available at EDC that is best for young people who are listening.
I recommend what I call the EDC fixed income fund.
Okay.
And I recommend that because of 3 reasons.
Okay.
Or maybe 4 reasons. Reason number 1, it's very easy to jump on board.
Okay.
You need a passport picture, any valid national ID with your digital address, with your minimum of 50 Ghana cedi, and you can walk into an EcoBank branch this morning and start. Okay. So it's very easy to jump on board. Number 2, it gives you flexibility. You can add money and take money out anytime you want.
Okay.
So in fact, you can Momo.
Nice.
If you have an account with us right now, you can pick your phone and you Momo, and you are investing. You can use your mobile app to move money and you are investing. So you have the flexibility of adding money anytime you wish. And you can also take out money anytime you wish, even though we are discouraging people not to be taking the money out. But you have that flexibility. Number 3, the returns has been great. We started the fund in 2012. The return has always been above Treasury bill.
Okay.
The average upside has been about 3% above Treasury bill. So you have that flexibility and you are still getting decent returns. Number 4, the fund happens to be the biggest fund in Ghana. 1.9 billion cedis. Wow. And it's managed by EcoBank. EDC is within EcoBank. EDC is EcoBank Development Corporation. That is the investment wing within EcoBank. So you are getting decent returns, and you can also sleep sound, knowing very well that
your sleep will improve. Your sleep will improve. Knowing very well your money is about to work for you or has started working.
And the flexibility is also important to state that you can do this from any EcoBank branch. You want to make a withdrawal, you can walk into any EcoBank branch and make a withdrawal. So, and the reason why we are doing all this, don't forget the statement I made earlier on. It's not just about profit, it's about changing lives. We want to make sure that that teacher, that nurse, that doctor, that Trotsky driver, Uber driver, they all build a solid financial future. So we're creating a platform to help people do this. So I recommend strongly the EDC Fixed Income Fund.
Okay.
The EDC Fixed Income Fund.
With that. And we can actually start that today. It's very easy. You've heard the process already. Like a national ID, a passport picture, your digital address, just walk in there with passport pictures and you're good to go. As simple as that.
As simple as that.
It's too simple. You can come to the mall. There's an EcoBank
right here.
Come through. If you want us to walk you, we can walk with you to the place. If you want moral support, we do your back. We will help you. No, this is
flow you fast.
Oh yeah, you welcome to I'm really impressed with this, and I like the fact that you just stated. I think it's in our minds that people turn 18, people are 22, 23, and they still think they're young people because society has made them feel like you're a small girl, you're a small boy, and we need to have that declare personal independence to be able to make all these moves. I'm really excited about this, and one thing, a lot of people like flocking, moving with a lot of things, but at this point in time, I think this morning, if you've heard anything here, you think you want to make a move, it's not time to go and discuss with anybody.
Yeah,
make a move. Just go. It's yourself.
It's your future.
Yeah.
It's your future.
Nobody else. Just go and get. I heard this thing on YFM. I'm thinking about going. What do you think? No, that's not a question. Just make a move. Yeah, don't procrastinate. Just move and get this done. Mr. Paul Kofi Mante, thank you so much. For me, left to me alone, we'll talk. I will continue going.
I know.
We'll continue going.
I have another meeting, so I'll be jumping out. But it's important to make this statement as we round up.
Yeah.
David Chilton, the World Baba says, the best time to plant an oak tree is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And the next best time is now. What he's saying is, if you want to see the benefit of a tree, you should have planted it 20 years ago. If you made a mistake 20 years ago, don't wait till tomorrow. Plant it now. And I am saying the best time you should have taken the decision on your finances to become financially independent was 5 years, 10 years, 15 years ago. If you didn't do it at that time, the next best time is
today.
Now, today.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Sure.
If you just joined us, I hope you've had a great moment this morning. A lot of you have questions and submissions, but unfortunately, we've even eaten into the next show, so we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll be back on.
They should watch it on our social media. Yes, and you can put your questions there.
Yeah.
Clara would jump on there and respond to the questions.
Solid. We're even live, so just go to our Facebook page right now, YFM, and you have all your questions answered. Thank you so much for making time to listen to us today, and thank you so much for joining us once again. Happy New Year going out to you, because it's the first time I'm seeing you this year.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, and I think today the only thing you have to do if you're listening to me right now is look for your passport or your national voter's ID card or whatever. Just look for it. Get 2 passport pictures or a passport picture or whatever. Get your digital address. Go to EcoBank and register to invest in yourself. Nobody else but yourself. I think that's what you should do today. And on that note, we're back on radio on Monday. That's how we're leaving you with the weekends. When you're going out to chill this weekend, reserve some small something for yourself. All right, for yourself. Give yourself some money for the future. From myself, Brownberry, from DJ Loft, from Lookman Evergreen Moment. We're back on radio on Monday. Up next is Reverse King with DJ Ganges called Mid Morning Radio Show. We're out.
It's too good. Too good.
I could blast you. I tell the devil that I smash you. And Charlie, who gets the money to it? Been around long enough to know that I'm strong. Charlie, why we last so long? Only Kweku is a Kweku. Only Kweku is Kweku. And this life will never break you. Only Kweku is a Kweku. Quick, we stay fresh. Quick, we get confidence. Charlie, we stay blessed. And the girl, she the ginger me, oh. She the ginger me. And the girl, she's in love with me, oh. She's in love with me. Yeah. She's the ginger me. That girl, she the love my Kelly Willie. Only Kweku is a Kweku. Only Kweku is Kweku. And this life will never break you. Ginger me, oh, she's a ginger me. And the girl, she's in love with me, oh, she's in love with me, yeah. She's a ginger me. That girl, she's in love with my Kelly.
Promotion. Something exciting is happening this festive season. From now